Welcome back, my dark means, to the Dark Void, ruled by me, now 51. And today we are back. Wait, hold up. What am I saying back for? No, sorry. Today is also Happy Halloween. I have no idea what to do here. Happy Halloween and also happy birthday to me. Yes, your dark ruler is another year older, another year closer to death and all that, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Forget about that one. Forget that one. Forget the one I just said at the last one. Never mind. Forget it. Never mind. No. I didn't say anything about that. Never mind. Forget it. Avoid that. Avoid that part. Avoid it. But either way, yes. Just let you know. Yes, it's my birthday, of course. Happy birthday to me. Yes, Dark Ruler, another age older, and all that. But yeah, I decided. I was starting to think, what am I supposed to do on Halloween? What am I supposed to do? Not to mention, I forgot to say this, that I reached 100 subscribers, which is freaking fantastic. Thank you all for watching my videos, even though they're cringy, even though they suck sometimes, even though it doesn't make any sense. Some things don't make any sense. I'm still glad that all you guys are still enjoying my videos, whether or not it doesn't even fit anywhere here. I'm still glad that you guys are here and watching me. And thank you all to help me made it to 100 subscribers. Seriously, it's thanks to you guys that I'm still able to do this. I mean, literally, so many years later, so many times I try to figure out how to do something, and then finally I finally reached this point, and finally reached this point. I still have a long way to go. This is just one milestone that's made it. My first milestone, if you don't know, I made it where I got to 100 videos, I think, because I did, and it just proved to me that I didn't want to give up. This is second milestone. I reached my first 100 subscribers, and now now on with the next one, and that is to try to get myself to be so basically be able to make this into my job. That's my next option. I still have a lot more milestones left, but that is one of my other ones. But for right now, I decided, you know what am I gonna do for Halloween? What am I gonna do for my birthday? What am I gonna do for my freaking 100 thing? And I decided, you want to just stuff them all into one and just decide, you know what? I'm just gonna watch some horror videos today. Horror videos. So I decided, you know what? And they're just gonna be random. Heck, I got a notebook right here next to me to see which videos I'm watching, and I decided, you know what? Make some too long videos. Make too long watch too long videos, and then watch them. Like, try to get them to at least 30, to at least make them too close to an hour or something. I don't know. That's basically about it. I know I'm trying to explain things, but I decided, you know what? Just do that. Why not? Just do it for Halloween. And then I'm gonna have another video after this. That doesn't involve this. Hopefully that one doesn't get copyrighted, because it's a very popular one right now, and I hope I'm allowed to watch that and react to it. But if not, you're not going to see that at all. Alright. It's Digital Circus. I might as well tell you this. But like I said, I don't know if I'm able to watch that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But either way, yes. So we're going to be watching first person's video, Stone Cold. And it's by Mythical Films, I think. Yes. Also, sorry for the if you hear any noises in the background, I'm sorry. Like I said, everybody, it's my birthday, so it's not as loud, but just make sure to let you know, because they know they are preparing something for me, just to let you know. So if you hear any noises in the background, that's basically it. And today we're gonna be watching a full series called Stone Cold, an analog horror and found footage series, and all that. Okay, all right. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be watching that. Sorry that it's gonna be weird. I just don't know what to do here. Like, so much has happened right now, and like I said, all this happened in the same month, and it's just, had birthday, basically my videos and everything. And like I said, I was thinking of doing creepypastas, but then after that, I realized that, I just explained some things right here, that I realized that, you know what, that makes no sense. We've already done creepypastas throughout the month, so I decided, you know what, just freaking find some whatever footage of horror, and let's see what happens. Alright, so let's continue on. Let's begin. Alright, let's see this full series, and let's see what's going on. Also, if you don't know what analog horror is, basically like creepy things happening. I've seen analog horrors, but some of them don't really get to me. But who knows? Some of them do, I just don't know. Let's begin. Let's start. Alright, let's see what this is. Okay, we got some stuff happening. Okay, then. Like with the ear... We interrupt our
our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please
Okay.
stand by.
Okay, I
Please
think.
stand by.
Okay, I think it's better with the headphones. If I watch it on just without headphones, it's weird. Okay, I guess listening to headphones is best. Okay.
This is a national emergency. During the past night, we have received multiple sightings and reports of so-called demon eyes. We have been fighting hard to eliminate the virus through sanitation and quarantine of the infected.
Oh,
With severe losses among our ranks, we have resorted to cleansing the contaminated of our country.
Okay, that took a turn.
Please pay attention to this
Okay, hey, what?
in the next few minutes at all costs.
Really? You say that and then... Ooh. You say that and you just remove the song. Okay.
But what exactly is this issue to us citizens? For now, we, and all official announcements that should follow, will refer to the viral infection as the Medusa virus.
Okay.
The Medusa virus is spread through direct, sustained eye contact with the infected persons. As of the current moment, we have not been able to conduct any tests relating to the pathogen or virus.
Got it.
What should you do to help out? Telephone lines should only be used for absolute emergency. This does not include communication before certain death.
What the heck? What?
Lock all doors if
Why is this so scary?
and blind all windows. Do not attempt to go outside, and do not attempt to help the infected.
Oh, so what is...
When in close vicinity of an infected individual, keep your head down and do not attempt to look at their eyes.
Okay, don't
Avoid
look.
human interaction at all costs.
Stay home.
Do not attempt to blind yourself.
Excuse me? Oh. Okay. System Medusa virus ready to depend on the stage of facial control lights. Hey, it was done! Action through eye contact. This area was still slow, expand no large, infected may experience sweating, nausea, pain in the upper facial area. Okay. Very tests concluded that the virus can be eliminated at the stage through surgical removal of the outward. Excuse me? Due muscle loss. During the stage, the infected will permanently be blind in one in both eyes, nausea, vertigo, fainting. If every subject at this stage will extreme pain and near paralysis. Okay. Beyond or clearing the stage, elimination stage of the virus is not possible. Patients may go during this stage. Stage 3, final stage. Excuse me? A more or less the best lost virus areas stacked above the chin of the section stage. Infected person during the angle towards people and quiet whimpering sounds. Okay. Studies show that these call for help, but stages advised to refrain any kind of speaking. This patient will hear the loud voice in their head, and before the paralysis will start to scream loudly. Okay. Strokes may happen and eyeballs will explode, allowing to affect eyeball wounds and discoloration that will get affected by stages clearly conducting stacks. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading speedily. Do you know how these things... Okay, that took a little bit longer.
As we speculate, there is no long-term solution or returning to normal life.
Okay.
Tell your children goodbye, and do whatever you need to do before the end. This is the final goodbye. I repeat, this is the final goodbye.
Excuse me, what the heck? Okay then. Okay. Well, there's someone outside. How you doing, sir? Just a normal guy walking outside. Just a normal person walking outside, too. How you doing?
Discovery report on investigative procedures of the Medusa virus, as of August 5th, 1998. Report submitted by Dr. Engler from the National Virology Lab of the United States of America. All findings and results shall be kept confidential, unless pardoned by the President of the United States.
Okay. What's up, Dr. Engler? Okay then. What the heck? Was that a test?
2:30 p.m. EST, June 13th, 1998. Results from testing this morning has concluded that the Medusa virus's symptoms are different than we thought. The swelling of the eyeballs seems to be caused by the virus moving through the bloodstream towards the brain and face where it can replicate best.
Okay.
The violent travel of the blood seems to be extremely damaging to the cerebellum and spinal nerves.
Okay.
Further tests will be done to conclude how the virus is contracted.
Okay. Okay, now I'm starting to see why this is creepy. Okay, now it's starting to get creepy. Now it's starting to. I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay. Is this guy doing it himself?
2:46 p.m. EST, June 17th, 1998. No information has been found about the transmission of the virus. We believe it has to do with eye contact activating the amygdala and causing a sense of threat, which somehow allows the virus to enter the body without being noticed by the immune system.
Okay.
A test will be completed later today among the frozen corpses to see why this is.
Why this is what? Okay, what the heck is this? I've really made a grave mistake, haven't I? I made a grave mistake here.
11:51 p.m.
Oh my gosh, what the heck's happening? Please tell me this is the last one.
1998.
Oh my gosh.
After careful recalculation and rerunning of trials, we have still not been able to find out anything. Knowledge is control. It seems we humans are not in control anymore.
Are we ever?
No cure has been discovered here, but we will have to cross-check that with the other teams.
I'm getting tense. I'm getting really tense. Please tell me that was the last one. Please, no more tests. Oh, please. Sorry if you're hearing that sound. I'm tapping. Why would you ever go outside at night? Why? Why would we ever go outside at night? Okay.
1:04 p.m. EST, August 5th, 1998. While testing a cure that melts the virus proteins, we have stumbled across a new mutation of the virus. The strain seems to be much lighter than the previous one and is thought to be transmitted through the air. But unlike other airborne diseases, the virus seems to be in complete control of the direction it floats in. The symptoms are not confirmed to be the same.
Dr. Engler, I've inhaled it. The seal wasn't...
Oh! Oh! Well, that's the end.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test.
Thank you.
Please stand by. Please stand by. This is a national emergency.
How you doing?
Discoveries have been made on the Medusa virus. Scientists from the government's National Virology Lab have concluded that a new mutation of the virus has been discovered.
Okay.
Please pay close attention.
Better not be copyrighted about
viewing
this.
this from and lock all windows, doors, and vents. If you are outdoors, please keep this broadcast on while you swiftly make your way indoors.
Okay. Okay, I don't have much time. Excuse.
The new mutation allows the virus to transmit it through airborne methods in the form of a thick, orange gas. Do not inhale the gas and cover your face with a wet towel when you can. The government will provide advanced filtering to the air conditioning systems to keep a supply of air to all households.
Okay. Okay. I hope this kind of music is not gonna get me copyrights. Like seriously, there's doors and windows sealed with airtight products. Why am I gonna buy that? Turn on air conditioning systems. Okay. What to do when outdoors? Oh. Who is doing this? You're covering your face and closing your eyes. Who is controlling this stuff? And why is it that when the music goes, it sounds weird?
What does the new mutant do?
Yes.
The gas has a strong smell of power cake. Once the gas is smelt, it can cause a strong feeling of nostalgia and the loss of self-control, similar to being drunk. The infected will be attracted towards the smell and will follow the trail of smell unconsciously. You will lose complete awareness, and victims may experience replaying of memories involving the smell. Victims may appear to be walking around normally, but they are beyond saving.
Okay, then.
As the victim walks towards the origin of the scent, more and more of the virus enters the respiratory system, eventually producing the same effects of the first discovered strain of the virus. Paralysis will occur.
These are the first strain.
When walking around drunkenly through your window, humming or murmuring, alert authorities immediately and refrain from watching their death.
Okay.
Avoid exercise or any activity requiring heavy breathing and stay isolated indoors. May God help us all. I repeat, avoid exercise or any activity requiring heavy breathing and stay isolated indoors.
Okay, we're... Ah, God! Okay, thank you. Really? First of all, like I said, why would you go at night? Are you alone? Are you alone? Why are you alone out in the wild? First of all, I will always be in a group. I swear to God, you better not jump out. Please and... Okay. I'm literally actively pulling my headphones apart. Is that it? Can we move on, please? Why is it quiet? Why is it quiet? Is it over? Is that it? Hello? What's going on? Oh, okay. A Bureau of Investigation presents. Oh, okay. Fundamentals of...
When shooting at the sky, aim slightly above the target. Although shooting at infected flocks often only injures the bird, it is the best method currently accessible.
Okay. Okay, what am I watching? Hopefully I don't get hit. What the heck? What is going on here? I have to say, these now that I think that it's best to use headphones, which obviously is the point of this. Outlaw horror.
In the case of an attack by a large flock of birds, such as hawks or pigeons, the best weapon of choice is the shotgun. Aim for the center of the flock and load with bird shot.
Okay then. Good for national safety. Oh my gosh, like the birds! Like the movie The Birds! What the...
The virus attacks the brain of the birds, causing them to call or almost scream abnormally loudly, creating strange sound waves which can be deafening. Any human who hears the sound will likely go crazy or have the survival urge to go outside and silence the source of the sound. This, however, is dangerous, due to the risk of inhalation of the Medusa virus in gas form. Here is a sample of the sound.
Sounds been said for personal safety. The sound without being restraints. Okay. The flight is detrimental to local thinking. Okay. Okay. Censorship has been failed. So we get to hear the full sound, huh? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that would be annoying and also creepy as heck. Should have been louder though.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by.
It's all over.
Stand by.
Oh, it's all over. Why is it a new form or something? What? What's going on? Man, this is freaking. This is so eerie.
This is a national emergency.
Hello.
The virus is now known to infect birds of all types, from sparrows to eagles.
It's like Plague Inc. all over again.
At all times, and lock doors and windows with locks even you cannot break through even with a key. You must prevent your own escape the case you use the shrieks. You will lose control. The fight or flight response will be activated upon the brain registering the sound. Going out will be uncontrollable and inevitable when this happens, and inhalation of the Medusa viruses.
What is happening? Yes, you're gonna hear my Sylvan before the angels take you. Excuse me? Will be drowned by the sound of the scientists. Losing control of your body and mind is immediate. Ignore the vultures cleaning meat off. What the freak? Yes, I will keep splitting my freaking headphones apart. Okay.
I miss the flying grasshoppers.
Okay.
I miss the smells of the market.
Am I being infected right now?
I'm missing my friend. She looked into the wrong eye.
Okay.
What happened to human power?
It failed, apparently.
I can't see the sky anymore.
Oh my god. Is it over? How about now? Is it over? Oh my gosh. It's getting creepier and creepier. How long is this? Oh man. This is good. This is good. I like this. Sooner or later, there's gonna be somebody out there somewhere, like looking into the camera. I swear to you, that's gonna happen.
And I'm not talking about the weather.
Oh well, this dude's probably gonna go.
Many of us, in fact, all of us, will have to cut down on food and consumption. Countries affected by being the
Oh, excuse me?
worldwide food shortages, limited
And it began. Don't you dare go look. First of all, don't you? Why are you going out to see if somebody's at your door? Why? It's in the middle of the night. It's literally night right now. Don't turn back. Lily, turn back. Turn back. There we go. Is that a Freddy laugh? Why is the windows open? Don't you dare open that door. Oh, well, this dude's gone. Oh, it's too late. We lost him. We lost him. It's too late. He's infected. This guy's infected. The moment you opened that door, it was over. Man, this is good animation. Ah!
Hello?
Bill Brother Martin Hardy.
Yes. Bro,
Hello?
why are you calling so late? It's like, what, 9 p.m.?
Well, it's 12, so this is important.
What's up?
Yo?
Just check the news. Food shortages everywhere. First had eye contact, now we can't even grow crops or eat.
Hey, listen, I'll call you back later. I'm up to something right now.
Alright, but check the articles I sent over. Also, don't call me back.
Why? Something up?
Nah, just the government being strict on telephone usage. Anyway, stay safe.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow. See ya.
Alright, bye.
Excuse me? What is going on here? It's over. The moment he opened that door, it's over. It's over. It's over, people. Like I said, the moment he opened that door, it was the end of him. Something came into the house. Also, this is pretty good. I like this. I like this creepy atmosphere. Shake this out, bro. Okay. As a song, there's nationwide food shortage hit the UK. Okay. Local farmers. Strange black sludge. Limit crop lifespan. College space divide the state away. Doors as usual. Many consumers are across. Search has made students survive without good port of groceries. The plug has been. Oh, while deals produced from countries which have food in excess. Farmers have reported slow. Okay. What's happening? What the heck? Okay. That, of course. And it begins. Dude, lock yourself inside, man. Lock yourself in your. Why are you going to investigate? It's over. He's gone. Why would you investigate? Oh God. It's over. It's over. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing we can do now. Why are you approaching the thing? Why are you approaching? Oh God! It's over. What the heck is up with the music? It's over for him. You're not one of them. Now rise, my child. Become one with the thing. How long do we have? Oh my gosh, we're only like we only got 7 minutes. 6 minutes left. I don't know. Okay, first of all, why would you approach the thing? You should lock yourself in your dang room and and just hope to everything, because isn't this affected by sunlight? I would literally, yeah, you should have called the authorities. I would literally have had my phone in my room, call the authorities, say, hey, please, there's somebody in my house. I'm like right here. Oh, silly, I don't get copyrighted by that. But yeah, I would be in my room, like freaking, like sitting in my room, calling the police, and hope to everything that they are come and save me, or something. I would not be investigating Jack.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House.
Oh, it's all over again.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test.
Why are you showing me this?
Stand by. Please stand by.
Something moving in the background? Why are you showing me the right corner?
Virus and no significant scientific discovery will lead to any form of vaccination or cure.
What?
You at home may be beginning to lose hope.
Okay.
Over 3/4 of the
Why are you showing it?
either infected and about to
Did the shadows just move?
already, and the rest of us terrified at home. Rest assured that scientific breakthrough is on the way.
Okay, that's good.
National Virology
Make it
Lab
faster.
bring you updates for
Okay.
Another mutation of the virus. Do not panic.
I'm about to panic here.
New symptoms have been discovered.
Yeah?
These include a sort of cold sensation around the neck and chest area, similar to as if cold hands were wrapped around you in kind of an insidious hug, or a chokehold rather. You may be familiar with the feeling when someone is standing right behind you. The warmth on your neck notifying you of their presence.
Excuse me?
Well, many patients have reported a similar feeling, only with an icy breath. When infected with this strain of the virus, nicknamed Medv-05, paralysis sets on much slower and patients seem to be, well, in a state of horror and panic, although unable to move.
This information to those who may remain alive. May God help us all.
It's over. It's over. You show me the right corner. And I bet she's gonna show me the back of the person. Is the person gone? It's over? Is it over? What happened?
As per recent discoveries conducted by drainage professionals, the Medusa virus has found its way into our ventilation and drainage.
Oh, it's over.
This means that the use of aircon or ventilation is strictly disallowed.
Basically, it's the end of the world. It's over.
Do not turn on your aircon.
Too late now.
If orange gas seems to seem from any drainage, be sure to cover your mouth and tell your children goodbye.
Okay.
Lock yourself inside and make sure to consistently clean drainage pipes with any cleaning fluid registered to limit the spread of contamination. If, however, your complex relies on ventilation to filter and bring in fresh air, I'm sorry.
But it's too late.
Clean your pipes and restrict AC usage. Stay Medusa free.
What is going... Oh, it's over. The black... I can see the orange smoke. It's over. We're infected. There's nothing we can do. We're infected now. We're now one of the infected. It's too late. It's too late now. If there's anyone else in the house, it's too late for them too. It's all too late. Don't do this jump scare, please. Oh my god. And he was just sitting there. Why is there not in the background? You're trying to distract me, but you're not. What's going on? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, you saw a big cutaway over there. But still. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. Whew. Okay, well, that's the end. It's too late. That's the end of humanity, huh? Dude, that was creepy. That's literally the first time I've seen an analog horror. And I've seen analog horrors, but that was without the headset. This really was good. Yeah, recommended for headset users. Anyone who uses a headset. Recommended to listen to analog horror that way. Oh man. That sent me chills. That's good. I like that. I like that. That was a good atmosphere. I don't know about the ones at the end, you know, with the CGI animation. It also provided some context to see what was happening. Oh, but like I said, well, that person, yeah, that person, yeah, no. If you had a break-in, you might as well just lock yourself in your room, and hopefully you have a phone in there, and just basically start calling the police and hope to everything that the police comes to save your butt. Just pray, keep calling 911 for that. And also, seriously, if you see something on the other side, if you see something across, you might as well just start going to your room before it's too late, because that thing is gonna, seriously, must have been infected by the virus or something. And that last one, well, it's too late now. There's nothing we can do. Orange mist is inside. Nothing we can do now. It's too late. It's too late. But yeah, that's basically the first video of this. That's the first. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna go search another one and I'll bring you guys back. But, whew, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'll be back. Alright, welcome back. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, sorry. I had to go find another video. So, yeah, sorry about that last cut right there. But yeah. Alright. Okay. So yeah, I'm still a little bit there. So I found another video call made by the Wow Man, and he's gonna be talking about something genuinely terrifying analog horror series. I read a little bit of the description. It says that it's with a therapist. So we're gonna be talking. So he's gonna be explaining some stuff. So we're gonna be watching that. This gives me the shivers. All right, let's get started and let's see what's going on. All right. Oh yeah, the links to the videos are gonna be down below. Right. So be ready for that. Okay, let's go.
Can you imagine moving into an entirely new house in a completely new state, and that very night you begin to hear voices coming from underneath the floorboards? You tell your parents, but they don't believe you. Instead, they call a psychiatrist because ever since you began hearing the voices, you have also lost your ability to speak. This is the premise of this very dark analog horror series, revolving around a child and her therapist regarding the voices that she keeps hearing from underneath the house. Hey everyone, it's Wildman, and in today's video we're going to be diving into an analog horror series called The Children Under the House. And I do want to let you guys know to check the disclaimers in the description of this video because we are going to be diving into some pretty heavy topics, so viewer discretion is very much advised.
Okay, so warning, there's your warning, guys.
As always, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video and commenting bruh, as you know, that always helps us out. And if you're feeling super extra awesome today, check out my Instagram. It's right here. Be super awesome if you did that.
Okay, so just in case, I will also do the warning thing. So be careful because he just said that there's gonna be some heavy topics here. So warning to anybody. All right. So get ready. Okay, get ready. I'm also ready too. But let's go. Like I said, description is gonna be videos to these descriptions gonna be down below, and let's keep going.
Hey everyone, real quick, I did want to thank the sponsor of today's episode, which is Fume. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to
we're going to be skipping this a bit.
And we're not talking about some crazy mind control just to get you.
Okay, sorry about that. Alright.
Today, that's try fum.com and use code WOWMAN to
save
an additional 10%
Thank you,
off
WOWMAN.
your order today.
Okay, the questionnaire.
So, prior to our first session, each member of the family was given the standard questionnaire. The results are as follows.
420. Nice.
In this first video, we're told that the person viewing these tapes found them by buying an old storage locker, and that these recordings were found in an old filing cabinet. However, what is very creepy about these tapes is the way that they were found. They were found in a false bottom in one of the filing cabinet's drawers. And when the person starts to play this tape, we're given a rundown of the people involved in this case. There's a woman named Julia Liu who died on December 18th, 2015.
Okay.
She was a successful child therapist in Kate's Crossing in the late 70s to early 90s. And these tapes were created by Julia, and they were meant to be sent to a person named John. Now, the information that we get at the beginning is pretty vague, but Julia is writing a book on this family that she was a psychiatrist for, saying that the family does not want to be associated with the book at all other than the story, so all of the names will be changed. But Julia was granted access to all of the child's drawings, which a lot of the case was based on. The child in question is a little girl named Jess, who is 7 years old. She's sweet, intelligent, and highly empathetic. She was born without any complications, and she doesn't have any medical conditions either. Being born and raised in Houston, Texas, her family ended up deciding to move to Kate's Crossing in Louisiana, and that's where this case starts to pick up. Because the family ended up buying a house from this sweet couple with the last name Clark. And Jess's mother, Carol, has been saying that Jess has been having a very hard time adjusting to Louisiana. Specifically though, Jess has been saying that she's been having a very hard time sleeping at night, and has even begun claiming that she's beginning to hear voices coming from underneath the floorboards. Her mother, however, has just interpreted this as very intense night terrors, and that's why she called the child psychiatrist Julia. But before they would contact the child psychiatrist, Jess's father, named Adam, decided to take matters into his own hands before they went through and called the psychiatrist. Tired of Jess's night terrors and tired of waking him up in the middle of the night, he decided to take Jess into the basement of the home, with the sole purpose of showing her that there is no one downstairs and there is no one talking to her from beneath the floorboards. However, while Jess was down there, she did see a figure lurking in the corner of the room.
Adam, the child's father, fed up with having the child sleeping in the room, devised a simple solution. He brought her under the house, trying to show her that there wasn't anything there.
I guess that's a good way.
And according to Adam, there wasn't, but Jess was convinced she saw something. The girl got into a ball and screamed until her voice gave out. She's been mute since that day.
Although after dozens of examinations from physicians, they've determined that this condition is entirely mental and has nothing to do with Jess's physical well-being. And now Jess's only form of communication is by drawing. As for the rest of the family, they are a family of 4. We have Carol, Adam, and Jess, with Jess's older brother named Dean. Carol, the mother, who is a caring mother, although one that is resentful towards her husband Adam for making them move to Louisiana. Adam, the father, an obvious workaholic who spends most of his days at work. And then we have Dean, who wasn't happy after the move but seems to be adjusting fine.
Okay. Children of the house too.
That clearly looks like a face. It appears that she has an imaginary friend.
Imaginary friend in my butt.
Within this tape, they have finally called the child psychiatrist, Julia, and they have begun proceeding with their sessions with Jess.
What's your favorite color? I like that one too. Tell me about your family. Tell me about your family.
At first, she asks her some simple questions. She asks her what her favorite food is, what her favorite color is, just things to get her more comfortable with talking to this new person. But when Julia asks Jess to tell her about her family, she draws her mother cooking, her father behind a computer, and her brother on the phone. When she draws herself, she is frowning next to a teddy bear, missing its left eye. And when asked to elaborate on this frown, Julia gets no response.
Dude. Just him explaining
Upon
this.
Asking her who got her the teddy bear that's in the drawing, Julia asks whether her mother got it for her or her father got it for her. But Jess replies saying that it belongs to her friend, which is very odd in itself because Jess has just moved here and hasn't made any friends, at least that the parents know of. And eventually, through a series of additional questions, Julia ends up deducing that Jess does have an imaginary friend.
That's very sweet. Tell me more about your friend. I want to make a note here. She stared in the corner of the room as if she was waiting for permission. She then shook her head in the negative. That clearly looks like a face. It appears that she has an imaginary friend.
Yeah, but
Julia asks
look at that face.
Her friend's name is. Jess just completely stops talking, as if almost offended by this question.
What's their name? Maybe we could all play together.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No, she would no longer participate in my questions at this point.
Okay, sorry. We got back. That's 3.
Are these angels?
Sorry.
Is this who you think lives under your house?
Sorry about that.
In this third tape, it's the
An ad came up
with Jess. Jess still a little bit shy and pretty unenthusiastic about the whole thing. But things do begin to pick up a little bit when Julia asks Jess if she wants to play a game. The game is that if you had a genie come out of a bottle, what would be the 3 wishes you would wish for? And Jess's 3 wishes go as follows. She wishes to have a happy family, to go back to Houston, and the last one is a bit unsettling. It's an image of what looks like angels coming out of the basement of her home. Jess being prompted on what these are, she says that she thinks that they are angels, and says that she wishes they could leave.
Are these angels?
Okay.
Is this who you think lives under your house? So you wish they'd leave?
Meaning that the voices that she's begun to hear that are coming from underneath the floorboards are some sort of spirits that are tied to the house, unable to leave. Julia then asks her about her imaginary friend once again, and with a bit of persistence, Julia ends up getting Jess to draw an image of her friend.
I see it.
And it's a girl named Mia, who is missing the lower half of her body, her eyes indicating that she's dead and is now a spirit.
Okay then.
Does her friend live under the house? How many friends live under the house?
Okay, makes sense.
And when Julia asks if she wants them to go away, she doesn't reply, and then a picture frame falls off of the wall where the imaginary friend was standing. The session ends with Julia concluding that the child has various imaginary friends, and that Jess has a lot to say, but she's having trouble on who to say it to.
For homework, I'm going to try and have Dad ask questions. Mirror what we're doing at home. Alright, John, I look forward to our chat Sunday. Bye. So, do you play with the other friends?
Oh, chill in the house for and like, okay, here we go. Here comes the horror. Oh gosh.
Before Julia begins this session this time around, she begins telling John, the person that she's sending these tapes to, that there is perhaps something deeper going on with this drawing. Perhaps it's representative of a friend she had in Houston, or maybe even an interpretation of something that she saw on TV. Or it could even be a symbol of something she heard in a scary story. Digging even deeper, Julia may even think that these drawings of these angels could even be representative of the friends and or classmates that she left behind in Houston. The third session is now underway, and Julia asks Jess what she wants to be when she grows up. And Jess replying with this picture of a doctor, again reinstating how empathetic this child is.
That's good.
Why do you want to be a doctor?
Okay.
But when Julia asks Jess what Mia, her imaginary friend, wants to be when they grow up, Jess simply replies by saying Mia doesn't get to grow up.
Yep.
Why is that, Jess? No. I'll be honest, John. I was scared to ask that question.
I bet.
Everybody gets to grow up, Jess.
And after this, something really disturbing starts to happen because Jess begins drawing how Mia died. Within the drawings, it shows that she was placed in the trunk of a car by two strange people, and then the car crashed into a wall. Mia, as a result, was split into two.
Ugh.
Julia asking her why Mia was placed in the trunk, but Jess says that Mia doesn't remember. All she can remember was being in somewhere very dark and hearing a loud crash. Saying now she lives under the house with her friends, and she says that they are all very sad. Jess then goes on to tell Julia that she really only plays with Mia because she's scared of the other ones, because they want to hurt her and force her to live under the house with them. Jess saying that Mia is the one that protects her from the others. And after the session ends, Jess's mother, Carol, comes into the room and begins expressing her concerns about the imaginary friend, Mia. But Julia reassuring her, saying that it's very common for kids to have imaginary friends, so this isn't anything to worry about. And because Carol is from Houston, having just moved to Louisiana, she begins asking Julia about the previous owners of the house, which were the Clarks. She asked Julia if they had any kids because she's begun finding toys around the house that don't belong to Jess. And one of the toys that they found was Jess's toy bear. But Julia simply tells her that the Clarks had no children, at least that she knew of.
In the house of Sophia. Okay. Okay.
In the fifth tape titled Homework, it's in regards to the homework Julia assigned Jess's father, Adam. If you remember, she asked Adam to ask similar questions that Julia has been asking with her sessions with Jess at home. On Wednesday, Adam asks Jess how things are going and prompts her about her session with Julia, and she answers saying we really liked her and Mia.
Okay,
Jess
that's
then
good.
Expressing that she's pretty nervous to start school because she's worried kids are going to think she's weird because she can't talk and she sees ghosts. To which
It's
Adam
alright,
begins
it's
to
alright.
get a bit frustrated, saying her friends are imaginary, not dead. Saying Mia is not real. Jess then saying Mia is right behind him and that he's hurting Mia's feelings. You made them mad. Now I'm mad.
Here we go.
On Thursday, Adam continues trying to connect with his daughter in hopes of getting information that will aid in Julia's session with her. Jess tells her dad that the day was fun and says that Mia read her a story today. However, whatever this drawing is, it freaks Adam out to the point where he just sends Jess away to go watch TV.
Okay.
And then from Friday to Sunday, Adam completely just ditches the homework and forgets about it. And then when Monday comes, he asks Carol, his wife, to do the homework for him. And then during the session, Carol doesn't even end up asking the questions that Julia wanted her to. She ends up telling her daughter that sometimes she even thinks about taking her and her brother back to Houston. But this makes Jess extremely uncomfortable, and she begins saying that you can't do that and that they will never let her leave. Quote, I don't think they'll let any of us leave.
Oh.
And Carol, obviously very concerned about this, she asks her daughter who isn't gonna let them leave. I know you've seen them out of the corner of your eye, hear things, notice things aren't where you left them. They're always there. And Jess finally tells her mother they are the children under the house.
Like I said, sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know if I was
We're
talking.
their family now, and you can't leave family.
Sorry, I don't.
A lot.
I don't know if I was talking throughout the video, but still.
She was antagonizing Adam with the drawing. Almost like she was trying to push him away just to see if he'd stay. Unfortunately, Adam did just as she expected. Jess probably won't speak until she can finally let this world go and accept that her parents' problems aren't her fault. Speaking of which, I probably should recommend a good marriage counselor for Adam and Carol. Alright, John, I'm looking forward to your thoughts as usual.
Sorry, I don't know if I was...
Core Power helps you rise to a whole new level of recovery with 26 grams of protein.
Okay, sorry about that. House 6 analog horror. Sorry about that. That was another ad. Sorry, I don't know if I was talking throughout this video, but it's just, this is so interesting right now, watching
Tip
this.
number 6, called The Conversation, begins with Julia saying Carol stopped by the office today unannounced. She handed me a folder of additional drawings by Jess. I could tell that she had been drinking, but not to the point where she felt that it impaired her thinking. The notes included on this tape are from memory. Regardless, I think you will find them worrisome. And what follows is a conversation between Julia and Carol. Carol begins telling Julia that she started to believe her daughter, saying that her daughter can't be crazy, and maybe there really are people living under the house. And what's really disturbing here is that Carol says that she's beginning to see them too. And I mean, after all of Julia's drawings, why wouldn't her mother begin to start believing her? Julia, trying to bring some rationality to this situation, says that this could all be a result of extreme stress. But then Carol says something very creepy, because she says that Jess's brother Dean has begun to hear things too. Carol is obviously now in a very dark place where nothing makes sense to her. She even begun saying that she's thrown away the stuffed bear that Jess is always with, but somehow the bear always makes its way back into the home. And this is really where things begin to take a turn, because Carol begins to let us into the inside of her mind, and she's beginning to lose her grasp on her sanity. She begins to tell Julia that the other day she dug up the entire backyard just to see if there was anything buried underneath. And by anything, she means she was looking for the bodies of the children. But after digging out the entire backyard, she found nothing. She even called the police to search the place thoroughly with dogs, but all they found was a box of toys and a menu from an old restaurant called the Burger Shack. And Carol's begun to get very suspicious of the home's previous owners, the Clarks, and says that she does want to give them a call. She then thanks Julia for listening and bids her farewell.
I am very concerned for Jess as well as her entire family. It's fortunate that she was able to let go of the delusion, but it is concerning how quickly she chose to buy into it. If things continue to deteriorate, we may need child services to step in.
Child services? I don't think that'll
help.
help.
You get this. Talk soon, John.
I don't think that's gonna help here.
No, John, I thought I was prepared to see what she wanted to show me. I was wrong.
The episode begins with Julia receiving a call from Jess's father, Adam. Adam telling her that he wants him and his wife to be enrolled in couples counseling. And although Julia wants to take credit for this breakthrough, she knows the only reason that they're agreeing to this is because of the paranoia of what's underneath the house. Nonetheless, this would be extremely beneficial for the both of them, especially for Jess as well. And what happens next is Jess's 4th session with Julia. And today Jess is in a very happy mood, and so is Mia.
Hello, Jess. How are you today?
Sorry about that. Whew. One of my family members just wished me a happy birthday, unfortunately. Like I said, I used to have a sign, but they just come in without no reason. I mean, even after they knock, they just open up anyway. Sorry about that. That freaked me out a moment. I was like interested in the story, and then that happened. Okay, let's get you on. Whew, okay. Hello. Hello, Mia.
She opened a manila folder and handed me a note from her dad.
I'm sorry about the last few weeks. I'm sorry about a lot of things. I can do better, and I will do better for you, your mom, and your brother. I love you all more than I love myself, and I'm going to start showing it. I'm ready to start believing you, baby.
Okay.
Dad. But this isn't the only reason why Jess is in a good mood. She says that her dad is going to be taking them on a vacation and that Mia can come too. Julia then asks her if she did the homework, which was to draw the rest of the ghosts living under the house. Julia even saying that she thought she was prepared to what these drawings would be.
Okay.
She couldn't have been more wrong.
Well, why are they?
John, I thought I was prepared to see what she wanted to show me.
Yeah, but what?
I was wrong.
Yeah, what?
The drawings Jess shows her start off with what looks like a burger place.
Okay, burger.
Most likely the Burger Shack, which they found menus for in the backyard.
Oh, no.
We can't see Mia in that restaurant. The bad people gave Mia Mr. Bartleby. That's how they stole her. Mia wishes she didn't leave her family. The next drawing is of someone named Shelly. Shelly was scared until they gave her some medicine.
Oh,
but
no.
it was too much. Then she woke up under the house.
Oh, no,
Wendy,
I know what
the
this
next
is.
victim, who looks like her back was broken. Wendy remembers being dead before she died. Being dead was supposed to be freedom, but it was another trap, another prison. Zach, the boy who was burned alive. Zach doesn't remember his family. Every day was blurry until the last day. Zach was stuffed in a fireplace after his neck broke. Victim after victim, each one of these children was a child taken from their family, and the extremely morbid list just continues. Next one is a kid named Brad. Brad is the oldest. He was someplace dark for a long time. They forgot him, and he died. He thinks his body is still where they left it. Brad facing probably the worst death here, being left in some sort of cage in a dark room, and eventually starving to death. Mark remembers running, but he didn't get very far. The last thing he remembers is a loud bang. Then he woke up under the house. The last victim is a girl named Kate, who Jess claims is the scariest one of all. Saying she has a hand for every hand that hurt her. And if we count the hands, there are a total of 12, which means there were 6 people who hurt Kate. There were a total of 6 children that Jess mentioned, but she goes on to say that these aren't all of the children, because some of the children just didn't want to talk.
Thank you. So Jess, why do you think you stopped speaking?
Okay.
So you don't think you'll ever speak again?
Okay.
But then Jess stops talking and asks Julia if she can ask her a question. Mia says you talk to an imaginary friend, too. It's why we knew we could trust you. Who is John? Julia has never mentioned John to the family at all. And now it leaves us wondering, is John still alive? And does Julia know if he is?
Mentioned your name to Jess or her parents.
Oh my gosh.
Think about this a little more. I'll get back to you.
My gosh. Oi! The House Episode 8, Alec Horror. Okay, are we getting close to the end? No, I don't think so. Hold on, we are?
Chapter 8 begins with Julia beginning to have some doubts whether or not all of this is inside of Jess's head, and so she decides to visit the library to search through archives in search of any evidence of the children that Jess is talking about. And after searching the entire library for an entire day, she found what she was looking for. Every single victim that Jess mentioned has gone missing.
It took most of the day, but after going back nearly 10 years, I found what I was looking for.
There's Zach Hardy, age 9, never found. It's the boy who burned alive. Wendy Peterson, age 8, the one whose back was broken. It was said that she was last seen getting into a large van in Kate's Crossing Park. Kate Jones, age 10, who was killed by 6 people. Mark Williams, age 8, the boy who was shot in the back of the head. Shelley Cameron, age 7, who was killed by being given medications. The final person that Julia uncovers is Mia Martinez. The FBI, the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Department, and scores of neighborhoods and friends are searching for 9-year-old Mia Martinez, who disappeared at Kate's Crossing Parish Mall. We looked away and she was just gone, Mrs. Martinez said. We have all hands on deck here, said Chris Benton, the FBI agent in charge of the investigation. However, what is interesting about Mia's disappearance is that, unlike any of the other spirits, Mia was found. Body of missing girl found in the trunk of known criminals. An accident leaving 2 dead appears to have also ended the life of Mia Martinez. The young girl has been missing since Saturday. Her kidnappers Ralph Kemp and Jared James, both frequent residents of the parish penitentiary, crashed into a light pole late Sunday night. Heavy alcohol use was likely the culprit. The young girl's body was found in the trunk of their vehicle. It is believed that the child was a victim of a child trafficking scheme.
man.
Autopsy results show that the girl had high doses of
oh man,
and the story directly matching up with the drawings that Jess drew about Mia. Julia coming to the conclusion that this is all real. Jess is telling the truth. But as she's explaining this to John, Julia receives a call from the authorities.
What? What happened?
Speaking?
Yo.
What? When? I understand. Thank you. John, Adam was just murdered.
Eh? Excuse me?
Oh my God, Jess. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't be seeing something like this.
In this tape, Julia goes on to some details regarding the funeral they had for Adam, saying not too many people showed up, although the Clarks, the previous owners of the home, did come to pay their respects. According to the police, Adam died as a result of a carjacking gone wrong, but didn't provide any additional information, but we can assume that he was shot. And after talking to Carol, she said that she's taking her and the kids back to Houston. But after being given this information, Julia begins to think about Jess and what she told her, about how the spirits won't let her leave. What follows is the final session with Jess, and they won't be in Kate's Crossing for much longer.
Hi, Jess. How are you today?
Okay. You're sad.
In the session, Julie tries to empathize with Jess, saying that it's understandable to be very sad after losing someone. To which Jess replies she didn't lose him, he was taken. And then she draws a picture of a man shooting her father. One of the children underneath the house was there to witness it, Shelley. And according to Jess, Shelley says that the man in the mask seemed familiar. And Julie, at this point, believing everything that Jess says, asks her if she can ask the spirits if they can come up with any additional information. Jess complied and began writing down what the children could recall. Food. They remember people talking. It was dark. All of them remember the dark. Some remember more faces than others, but money was always there. There was always money. The woman was nice. She brought us food. Maybe a man too that brought us toys. And it's pretty clear now that the children were being kept underneath the house, being kidnapped and most likely trafficked.
Thank you, Jess. Everybody. I'll do my best to try and figure this out.
Jess then brings up the move and says that the spirits are not going to let her move back to Houston, and says that soon she's going to be joining them underneath the house. Before the family ends up moving back to Houston, Julia ends up having one final conversation with Carol. She tells her everything that Jess said is true and shows her the files that she'd found in the library. Carol, then looking at this undeniable evidence in front of her, begins to believe Jess and Julia. However, she is still set on moving back to Houston. However, Julia is very concerned because she knows that this won't be good if she leaves against the children's wishes. But Carol ignores this advice and leaves for Houston anyway. And what's very unsettling is that they only make it 2 miles away from the house before Jess has a violent seizure and is rushed to the hospital. And since her seizure, Jess has stopped communicating completely.
Hasn't been the same since. She no longer communicates. She just sits in the corner, blankly staring at the wall. Talk later, John.
They took her mind. They took her soul. They ripped her soul out. They took her soul. Also, sorry for the audio change if there's any change, but I'm standing up because
Tape number 10
I'm usually on
follows
my
Julia
knees.
visiting Jess at the hospital, saying that her seizures have only gotten worse, and if that things don't improve, it's only a matter of time before one of them kills her. But Jess has continued to send Julia drawings, and in one of them it says, "It's scary where I am. It's like another world here.
Take her back to the
Dark
house.
And cold."
They're ripping
it
her
does
soul.
seem like Jess's consciousness is floating back and forth from being underneath the house and being in her own body. She also says that her dad isn't there, and that Shelley says that he's moved on, and that he tried to reach out to take them too, but there's something keeping them tied to the house. And at this point, Jess has accepted her fate about being trapped underneath the house, saying her goodbyes to her mother and her brother, Tell Mom and Dean I love them.
Oh.
But Jess is still alive, but her soul is just outside of her body. And so Julia, desperate to try and help Jess, she ends up calling the Clarks and asks them if they knew anything about the children underneath.
I bet you they're the ones.
They're very reluctant at this, and they say that they don't know.
They're the ones.
They end up asking Julia if she wants to come to their house to discuss this further.
She's the one.
Probably thought I was crazy. I gave her Maya's name. Brad, Shelly.
They're the ones.
Wendy, Mark. All of them.
It's dark in here now.
She was clueless.
My TV turned off by itself.
She asked me several times to come by their place. Said we could talk over lemonade.
No. Yes, exactly.
I just don't have the time.
Exactly,
so Julia
good.
Ends up doing some research in an attempt to find anything that might help Jess. Julia coming to the conclusion as to why the children don't remember anything is because they were being drugged with. Then Julia puts the drawings together and realizes something very disturbing. All the children were taken at the Burger Shack, the restaurant the Clarks owned. Julia needs to go to the police. On the bright side, however, Jess has woken up. But before she goes to visit Jess, she leaves the tape in the mailbox, saying that if she or any of them disappear, it was the Clarks.
Okay.
Because they now know that she knows.
Oh. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I think this is the final. Yeah, I gotta cut out a lot of ads in here, but either way.
In the final tape called House Call, Julia makes her way over to.
Sorry, just one of my memory is showing me some decorations, and it is dark in here. Oh boy, it's dark in here, which it should be. But let's continue on. Okay, what? This was the last one, I think. Yeah, let's continue on. I'm gonna have to edit a lot in this final part of it. Man, why this final part of the video?
To the Daniels' house,
a
bunch of thoughts racing through her mind, like why did Jess suddenly wake up now? Nonetheless, she makes her way to the house and goes through the front door, but when she makes it into the living room, she sees Mr. Clark pointing a gun at her face.
The moment I walked through the front door, I found Mr. Clark pointing at my face. Jess wasn't awake. I was lured here, and I didn't need to guess why.
Yeah.
And the following drawings are Jess's accounts of the situation. Although she was unconscious, her depictions are incredibly accurate. The Clark's plan was simple. They're going to shoot us, then burn down the place. Mrs. Clark asks them why they're still there, that they were supposed to leave after the husband died, so that they wouldn't have to kill their kids. But now there's no other way. Julia begs, but the Clarks don't care. And they admit to the children under the house, saying, "We never hurt a single kid. It was just a business," which is perhaps the most disturbing line in this entire series, because it does confirm that the Clarks were selling these children. Mrs. Clark saying she needed the money to survive and that she's not apologizing for that. Julia then prompts the Clarks for the names of the children, and they deliver. Mia, Mark, Wendy, Shelly, Zach, Brad, Kate, Sue, Wes, June, Linda, Christian, and Gladys, those little faces behind the cages. The Clarks then begin to try and justify their actions by saying no one wants to see a kid cry. And after hearing all of this, the spirits of the children in the basement say they begin to remember everything. Quote, "You took us, now we take you."
Okay, there you go.
What happens after this is extremely disturbing.
What happened?
They ripped the Clarks apart, then dragged every piece back into the shadows. They left nothing, not even blood. And what followed was a news story regarding the now missing couple. No one would ever know what the Clarks did, but according to Jess, they got what they deserved. 2 weeks after the Clarks were killed and Jess woke up, Kara began saying that things felt very different in the house. They felt brighter, like she was in an entirely new home.
They got
The
what they
family,
wanted.
however, is still moving back to Houston, and I mean, after everything that happened to them, can you really blame them? But there is something odd, because Jess's voice has still yet to return.
Carol told me they were finally moving back to Houston. Jess had been in a great mood since, but she still has not said a word. Maybe the children took her voice with them.
In Julia's final session with Jess, she bids her farewell, and Jess, although still missing her voice, is happier than ever. She no longer sees Mia or any of the other children.
Hey!
And where Jess speaks.
Have you seen Maya or the others?
They're free now.
We spent the rest of the session playing old board games. We had a good time, and then after we said goodbye. Like I said, John, this would make one hell of a book. but I don't think it's a book I can write. At least not now. Maybe one day I'll come back to this case. Maybe.
Oh, man.
And there is an epilogue to this series. 10 years have passed since the case with Jess and the rest of the family. Julia is older now and says she's had thoughts about destroying these tapes, but something just didn't feel right about that. And the series leaves off on an extremely positive note, because Julia ends up reaching out to the family. Carol is now working at an accounting firm, and Dean is studying finance in college.
Hey!
And as for Jess, she's about to graduate high school, and she's about to move to New York for college.
Hey!
They're saying that she doesn't remember anything about Mia or the ghosts from underneath the house, and that neither her or Dean have ever brought it up.
That's good.
Happened. And Julia says that maybe she shouldn't either.
Wow.
Yeah, that was The Children Under the House.
Oh, wow.
Hope you enjoyed it.
That was
Let
a
me know
lot.
your thoughts on the series and comment bruh as usual. Huge thank you to my ultimate tiers.
Yeah, dude.
K-pop Lover X3
Oh,
and
man.
98. If you want to join the memberships, it's only $1.99 and you get.
Okay, so I'm just gonna end it there. But wow, this last one, well, really hit me. And it started, and my TV turned off by itself. It does that sometimes, but oh wow. So I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this at the final part. I'm gonna have to rewatch this final part again just to get all the edits. But either way, that was wow. Seriously, this one really hit me. I mean, I haven't even watched it, and it hits me. It's hitting me. Oh man! I also I'll be putting a warning of flashing lights at the beginning of this part of this part, but you know this part of before start. Still, wow. This, I've even watched it, and this guy explaining it made it creepy. Still, at least it ended off on a good note. Everything's fine. Everything's good. The kids got their, got the villains got their comeuppance, and the kids got it, and now they're free everywhere, so they're gone. It's amazing. Not many analog horrors ends on a happy note. But yeah, that's about it. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this Happy Halloween edition of this. That now, seriously. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this edition. Yeah. Also, I got an announcement here. Since we're done with October, creepypastas are no longer going to be like continuous here. We're going to be going back to the random watching of videos here and everything, just to let you know. But creepypastas are still going to appear sometimes, but not as always. They're just going to appear sometimes whenever, I feel like what random video I'm going to be picking, right? We're going back to the random videos, all right? I guess. And also, just to let you know, I forgot what I was about to say. Forget it. I don't know. I forgot. By the way, yeah, so that's about it. Also, today, I forgot to say this at the beginning, that we're not going to be watching any VTubers today. I'm going to be watching another reaction, an entirely different one. Like I said, Digital Circus. And hopefully that doesn't get copyrighted, but I've been seeing a lot of people watch this, and I want to watch it and react with you guys. So be ready for that. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you thought about these two analog horrors. Let me know what you thought. I will leave the links to both these videos down below. Oh, so you can go watch them without my beautiful voice. And also, thank you very much, Wild Man, for discussing this. Whew. So yeah, that was so creepy. So yeah, I don't know how to end this video. I really don't. It's getting hot in here, but still got one more video to do. By the way, hope you enjoyed today's video. Comment, subscribe down below if you enjoyed it. And also, I'm your Dark Ruler. You must join my army willingly, because I'm your Dark Ruler. You must follow my orders. You got no choice here. Also, it's my birthday. It's Halloween, and it's my birthday. So come on, give me this present. Come on, do what I say. Come on. I demand it. But either way, like the video if you enjoyed it. Also, share the video to help me spread my influence around. And also, press the like bell to be notified whenever my videos pop up. Or just go to my channel every once in a while to see if I upload or not. Because you know how YouTube channel is. YouTube channel removes my freaking bell from you guys, and then you don't get any of my videos on your feed. But either way, hope you enjoyed today's video. Happy Halloween. Happy birthday to me and my dark minions. My dark creepy minions. Dismissed!